the supply of a commodity is perfectly inelastic if its coefficient is 0. Is 0. Like I've said here, perfectly inelastic is 0. So that's option A, 0. Question 42. A fall in the price of a commodity which have elastic supply will result in an increase in supply, a fall in sales revenue, an increase in sales revenue, the expansion of the firm. Now, don't forget the law of supply that I gave you. I said that the law of supply is the higher the price, the higher the quantity supply, which also leads to an increase in sales revenue. Now, they're not saying if the price now falls, now automatically that will be the lower the price, the lower the quantity supply, which also cause a decrease in sales revenue. So, when your price is falling and they said it's elastic, elastic means that a change in price leads to a greater change in supply. That means when the price is falling, the supplier will stop selling. So, what will automatically cause a fall in sales revenue, which is option B. Question 43. The backward bending supply curve for labor indicates that eventually labor supply dash. The backward bending supply curve for labor indicates that eventually labor supply dash. A increases as wages increases. B decreases with population growth. C rises as demand for goods and services decreases as labor as wages increases. Now, the answer is D. D. Now, we have normal demand, normal supply, abnormal supply. Now, there are two occasions by which you can have an abnormal supply. Number one, when we have fixed supply. This is when a supplier chooses not to increase its product as the price increases. And graphically, it is drawn this way. And you have price O, which is like this. The price increases, the demand is selling at that same price. Why? Number two, we have what we call the backward bending, which is what they're asking us. And graphically, it is drawn like this, which is like this. Now, this one basically happens with labor. Now, whenever there's an increase in wage rate or minimum wage rate above the equilibrium wage rate, it always tends that the labor will spend more time on leisure, playing, than working, because they now have more money and they have less work to do. So the answer is D. So labor supply will decreases as the wages increases. So it's D. Question 44. If the supply function of a commodity is, are you following me? All right, thank you. Now, supply function of a commodity is QS equals 70 plus 0.5p. They said, and QS is given to be 100 units. He said, find P. Now, what you will do is substitute for QS into this. That will be 100 equals to 70 plus 0.5p. Correct the like times. 100 minus 70 equals 0.5p. This will be 30 equals to 0.5p over 0.5 over 0.5. By the time you divide, the answer will be $60 as the case may be there. So the answer is 60. I believe we got what I did. So here we substituted, we corrected the like times, and after then we subtracted, then we divided both sides by 0.5. The answer is 60. 45. An individual consumes 2 bottles of soft drink. The satisfaction derived from consuming the second bottle is what we call marginal utility. Marginal utility means an extra satisfaction derived from consuming an extra unit. When you are hungry and they give you the first plate and you're already okay, now that extra plate you are consuming that causes you to belch or that causes you to use the toilet is under marginal utility, which is option C. Question 46. Wages paid to casual workers are regarded as fixed costs, variable costs, marginal costs, fixed and variable costs. Casual worker, it is variable costs. I know some people will make a mistake of making or picking fixed and variable. It's not fixed and variable because they are casual workers. So they can come today or not come tomorrow. You can need them today or not them tomorrow. So if you don't need them, you don't need to employ them. For example, an adult staff. Adult staff are only needed whenever there's an occasion or there's an occasion for them to come in. not like a normal staff. So the answer is B, variable cost. 47. If a firm short run average variable cost of production is falling, it means average variable cost is above, marginal cost is below, average fixed cost is. Now the answer is B. Marginal cost curve is below average variable cost curve. So when you draw your graph, it is always like this. You have your average fixed, you have average variable, you have average cost, and marginal comes like this. So it is always below the average variable cost, which is option B. Then question 48. A reduction in a firm's cost of production resulting from existence of other firms is diseconomy of scale, external economy of scale, internal economy of scale. The answer is external economies of scale. And now, another question can be answered on this. If they ask you and they put localization. If they say benefit enjoyed by a firm due to localization is also called external economies of scale. This one means the concentration of firms producing similar products in the same area. You know what is estate, natural estate. So that's why it's B, external economies of scale. 49. When a firm doubles its inputs, and as a result, output is more than double, the firm is experiencing, like we've said all the time, increasing returns to scale. B. Number 50. Which of the following is an important function of a retailer? A. Granting credit to customers, selling products in bits, advertising on behalf of the producer, reducing cost of transportation. The answer is selling products